So this sounds really crazy, but it's January 19th, and I think I'm gonna learn to surf. But first, I have a couple of stops to make. Gotta go to the post office and return some movies, and I gotta go to the dump. I'll see you later. Yeah, that one was kind of sad because that plastic table I threw away was some of our first furniture when we arrived back from Italy. It was all we could afford. It was our dining table for
is my word for it.
With that and some plastic chairs, but
piano music by
last windstorm took it out, so there it goes. But that's a symbol of where I've come. Now I've got some free time, so off to Middletown and Island Sports. Oh, okay. So I've got a board in the car now. Just rented it here at Island Sports. Anyway, so but I forgot my gloves. That was a major error. But I did get some booties, some 7mm that they seem to think are very important in the cold water, which I'll trust their judgment. And at first he wasn't sure if they had a 9-foot board, but they did, because I figured that'll be easier to get up on and I can use the rental and learn how to get up at least a little bit before I move to a little bit shorter board. And so we're gonna give that a shot. And let's see what else. And they say there's like 4 to 8 foot waves, so it might be a little bit difficult, but that also means that there's gonna be something to do something on. But forget my gloves, I'm gonna run up and get some of the good cold water ones, maybe some lobster claws or something like that, so that I keep those hands nice and warm. And then I will be equipped for surfing in New England. We'll check back with you. Okay, now, if I don't get hit out here, just stopped and picked up some nice Billabong lobster claw 7mm so that my hands will be nice and toasty at Elemental Surf and Skate. So we'll see how this is. I'm on my way to Second Beach. Try this again. On my way to Second Beach, and so gonna go get wet. And then I gotta figure out where the hell am I gonna change? Well, I guess in the car, huh? All right. Fun part, getting changed into a wetsuit is an interesting thing to do in a car, but it would seem that I've achieved perhaps the most delicate part of it. And the rest of it I could actually do outside. So I see guys out there surfing, see other guys with boards. I haven't seen anybody actually stand up yet. I can do that much at least. So we'll see how this goes. I keep saying that. Anyway, talk to you in a minute. So I went down, got in the water, and started paddling my way out.
cold water rushing over my head was a bit of a eye-opener, or eye closer. Certainly an ear closer, because that cold water gets in there and it doesn't come out all that easily when it's trapped between your hood and all. But I did go out. After paddling, I understood why surfers end up having such strong shoulders and upper bodies. But after resting for a bit, I did take a wave. I didn't stand up. I didn't even try to stand up, but I rode it in on my belly, paddled with it, and it was exhilarating. It was a rush to feel that water underneath you moving so fast. So, buoyed by my first brave attempt, I went back out. After resting a bit, took another wave, and I told myself this time I'm going to try to stand up. And try was the correct word. I immediately fell into the water and went under, and yeah, lost my breath. Came up just in time to grab another breath and then be hit by another wave. So the most important thing I learned was you don't have to try to stand up when the waves are bigger than what you can handle. So I had a great time, and I'm glad I did it, and I think I'm hooked. So we'll see where this takes me.